Hello everyone, this is Ross with Market Traders Daily, and this is today's video analysis for March 9, 2020. Today we're taking a look at the EURUSD, the Euro versus the US dollar for today's trade analysis. We're starting here on the weekly time frame. I think it's important, especially when we see what we've seen over the weekend with such a significant crash in oil prices. If you haven't seen that today, it's something like 25% or so lower than it was prior to the weekend. Significant oil crash. The market with corona fears. I think it's good, important sometimes during these the sky is falling type of mentality in the market to step back, take a wider view of the market, and see that things just aren't really as crazy as they seem to be. In the moment, it seems a little outrageous. Grand scheme of things, it's doing the same stuff it's always done. We look here at the weekly time frame. Look back where the black circle is. It's been here before that we saw these dramatic rises into the same price level just underneath the 115 level, 114.80 or 60 area, the pink shaded area. It's kind of hard to see the pink zone right in the middle, but if you look at the middle of the black circle on the left, look at all the times. This is the weekly time frame, but look at all the weeks that found resistance into this pink shaded area. So this is nothing new for the market. You see it rallying and challenging that area multiple times and then falling off of it. Here, even where the blue circle is on the far right within the downtrend, you can see the market coming right into this pink zone, 114.80 area, finding resistance, continuing the downtrend. So an overall perspective of this is nothing new to challenge this area as resistance. Now, the question is, will it continue to fall off of it? Will it hit it and fall off of it like it has previously? Or will it break through it like it did in the middle of this uptrend and continue to go higher? And that's fine. Either way, we've gained this longer term perspective in this, and we can tell ourselves this really isn't the sky is falling, the world's coming to an end kind of move. This is something the market's done many times before. We could just sit back and wait for the right opportunity to trade it. Let's go ahead and zoom it in one more time. Highest high to lowest low on this viewpoint, Fibonacci from the highest high to the lowest low puts the 382 Fibonacci retracement level living at 1.1458. Guess where that is? Right here at our pink shaded area. So again, Fibonacci telling us this isn't anything new. 114.50.80, the pink zone, has been challenged as resistance before. Here we are challenging it again today. The 382 is a natural recurring pattern when in the market of the downtrend. So again, it's not anything to be completely surprised by. Sure, a break above that, we'd look for it to go higher. Underneath it, we're finding resistance, as you might expect it to do. For daily time frame, it looks a lot more strong than you would expect. But again, this really isn't something the market hasn't been doing before. Yes, it's a dramatic run up, but again, take that deep breath. It's going to be okay. So, in fact, last week we were buying this currency pair. So if you bought it last week with us, profit. You're in profit. And so it's great news that we had this spike higher if you bought it last week with us down here into the 111.20 level, the yellow shaded area in the middle of the chart, down near the 100 period moving average. So we've been buying. So what do we do with it now? That's probably the big question. I would say, at least right now, if you're going to buy it again, look for the market to settle down into support similar to what it did down here. And let's just kind of take a box down here. And I'm going to make that black. And let's look at it not like that. Let's do it like this. Let's look at it in this context. This is where we bought it. Bottom of that black box, yellow zone last week. So let's look at it in that context. Let's throw a box in up here, somewhere up in this area. It could be the blue zone where the market finds support. It could be the yellow zone where the market finds support and turns around and goes back up. So we're going to be patient. We're going to let it zip on down there, find support like it did last week, 2-3 days, and then start to go back up. Or it breaks the pink zone, 114.80, which is a possibility. The 382 fib breaks that pink zone and goes higher. So if we're going to buy this in the direction of the current trend, momentum, sentiment, volatility, let's let it settle down, like we did last week, into support, and then we look for an opportunity to buy it. What about selling it? That's a possibility, but I would say if you're going to do that, allow it to get as close as possible to the highest high. Same thing down here. The pink zone happens to be pink at 112, but that would have been your best place last week. Let's zoom it down one more time. Your best place last week to sell it would have been at 112 when it made that pullback. So again, if you're going to sell it, if you're looking for the short and you're looking for that dramatic retracement, then that would be your place to do it. So at least right now, I'm sitting on the sidelines, but I'm not concerned. I think there'll be opportunities. As dips into support become opportunities to buy with lower risk. Rallies to resistance, if you're looking for reversal, become opportunities to sell with lower risk. 4-hour time frame, again, it kind of eases it a little bit, doesn't it? When you get down here to the 4-hour time frame, you see, oh well, it's not so bad. When you get down here, it doesn't look quite as dramatic, but it is finding a little bit of support right now at the blue shaded area, obvious resistance at the pink shaded area. Again, these become your opportunities with lower risk. Yellow zone, obviously the best low risk opportunity to take the long, just like it was down here at the bottom of the chart. So allow it to dip again before you buy, break resistance before you buy, or we could be looking for opportunities to go short into the pink zone. We'll watch our momentum. We'll talk about this a little bit more in the trade room later on today.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.